Welcome to the 19th move of my adult life. So we have to be out of this house in 5 days. And here's the super fun part. We still haven't closed on our new house. We've been assured that it should happen today. Assured in a very fingers crossed it'll happen today. So I kept saying to myself, I'll start packing on the day we close on the new house. Now I just need to start packing. 5 days. 5 days, y'all. I have not been sleeping super well, so that's extra fun. Next. I mean, ultimately, as I've said before, I think I could pack this entire house in 2 days, so it'll be fine. It'll be great. Let's just do it, right? Oh my baby.
So is there a certain way you're putting things in here?
Neatly.
Goodness.
Well, we've done pretty solid work for today. I think my estimate was right. We basically packed everything today except the kitchen, our clothes, the bedroom, which is really just our clothes because we never put anything in our bedroom. And then the last bits of stuff that's gonna go with us. Because we found out there's been another delay and we might not get the keys to the house until the day our lease is up on this house, which is also the day the movers are arriving. I mean, we already knew that there was gonna be a delay because even after we get the keys to the house, we have to have the ceilings scraped because there's still popcorn ceilings, and because of when the house was built, it's possible that there's asbestos in them. So before we can get into the house at all, other than to just walk around and look at it, before we can put anything in there, we have a whole crew of guys coming to scrape the ceilings, and they've estimated that that will take 10 to 14 days. So we're going to a hotel. All of our items are going into storage, and we could potentially be there for 2 weeks, basically just twiddling our thumbs because we can't do anything. We could put a few items in the garage. We could go stand in our backyard and stare at it, but we can't go in the house until this is all finished. So it's gonna be a fun 2 weeks. I'm holding on to all of my embroidery projects because I assume I'm just gonna be sitting there embroidering. I'm not bringing my sewing machine or anything. That was too much to bother with. That'll be fun. But you know what? It's all pretty organized, and yeah, we got a lot done today, and I'm still going at it, quite honestly. I got a bunch of boxes of dishes that came from several generations ago in our family the last time that I went to visit Texas. So I'm excited to dig through these. I haven't actually opened them, so I don't know what's in here at all. But now seems like the time because I need to open them, organize them, clean them all, and then repack them. So exciting. But we're gonna finish packing tomorrow, and then we're just gonna spend the next couple days staring at a wall, I guess. Moving is a blast, isn't it? It's so much fun. Yay! Yeah. Bug. Let's wrap up day one with a word from our sponsor. There's a lot of stuff that's not in your control, like closing dates and rental homes you don't own. But you know what is in your control? Your creativity and how you choose to use it. That's why I am so happy that Skillshare is sponsoring this video, because you know what I can be doing while my home life is hanging in limbo? I could be building my skills, my business, my brand with amazing classes taught by creative professionals. I always need help in short form video content because y'all know how much I like to talk. So I have been watching Video for Instagram, telling an engaging story in less than a minute by Halise Narvaez. I've also been loving Allison Kaler's class, Everyone is Creative. 5 exercises to reconnect with your inner creativity. Because oh my goodness, do I ever agree. We all have amazing creative potential within us, and whether you are learning a new skill for your own enjoyment, starting a side hustle, or building a creative brand, Skillshare is the perfect place to get advice, information, exercises, and more from experts in everything from photography and video editing to knitting and knife skills. The first 1,000 people to click the link in the description below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so take control of your creative growth and join today. And now, back to packing. Y'all, our AC isn't working. Yay! Yeah, so it's like 78 degrees in this house right now and quickly climbing. I'm getting a bit of deja vu here, cause if you've seen the moving video from last year, the AC in our apartment stopped working. Like right when we were doing the packing and about to move, and now the exact same thing has happened here. Don't move in August if you live in what is basically a desert. It's not a grand time. So yeah, Matt had to go do, you know, his job today. And I was like, you know what, while he's gone, I will blast through the kitchen. I'll get it all packed. It'll be grand. Instead, I'm thinking about going out to his studio, which has its own wall unit AC that is still operating just fine, and basically just laying on the couch all day. I don't like sweating. I can even tell that poor Link is really hot. He keeps hiding under the bed because I think it's actually cooler down there somehow. No, you know what? I'm gonna pack. I'm gonna do a little bit of packing until I feel gross, and then I'll reward myself by laying on the couch in the studio. There's so much trash everywhere. Well, y'all, it's super loud in here because there is AC. Huzzah for Matt's studio. But we finished the kitchen. You know, once you feel disgusting, it's like you might as well just plow ahead with it. And we did. Kitchen is packed. The only thing we have left to do is like laundry and packing for the actual hotel, and then putting all of our clothes in trash bags, which we're gonna do on Sunday right before the movers come. 2 days of packing. I knew it. It's laundry and packing up the clothes day because the movers are arriving at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. You know who else is coming? The gardeners who come every week on Monday, and the the maintenance guy for the AC who's showing up at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so it's just gonna be a party here. Here's hoping they fix the AC though, because once the movers leave, we have to clean this entire house from top to bottom, and if that happens in 90-degree heat, it's gonna be unpleasant. We're gonna have to move all of my houseplants over to the new house, but leave them outside because they can't really go inside while the whole ceiling thing is happening. And I really hope they don't die because I've gained quite an attachment to them. I realized that I named 2 of them when they came home. This right here is Chester. And this one, for some reason, I named Vivian and it just stuck in my head. But I don't like purposely set out to name all my plants, so I didn't name the rest. So I think I'm gonna do an Instagram poll right now and have people help me name my plants. It's moving out time. Well, not to be overdramatic, but we are officially without a home. But are you being overdramatic? Every time Matt leaves the room, he has a little freak out. Come here, baby, come here. Anyone good out there? No. Anyway, the movers took all of our stuff to storage this morning, except for, you know, what we held out so that we could work for the next 2 weeks. And our lease is officially over tonight. The owners have very kindly said that we can have the next, like, 2, maybe 3 days to continue taking the last bits of stuff out of the house and cleaning. So that's a little bit helpful. But yeah, we have not closed on the new house. We do not have the keys. So we live in this hotel now. Yay! Well, there has been yet another complication in this process. At this point, it's not even surprising. Every single step of the way, they're like, we need to do this, and then we can move to the next step, and then we can close, and then you can have the keys, and then it's like, that didn't work for some reason. There's a delay. And there's been so many that we just expect it now. So, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We expected to be living out of this hotel for about 2 weeks because of the whole renovations that need to happen on the house. So like, now it's just maybe a little longer than 2 weeks. That's not really the biggest concern. I think the thing that is looming over my head is that the seller of this house still has the right to back out. And with every single day that passes and every new delay, I'm like, I wouldn't even fault him for doing so at this point, you know? So yeah, we had to have a discussion yesterday on what would happen if we lose this house, and we have to start over and we're living out of a hotel. And I mean, look, is it inconvenient? Yes. Is it costly? Yes. Is it frustrating? Yes. But the thing that just stays in my head this whole time is that it could be a lot worse. Perspective really helps. I am grateful that we at least have a hotel room. Matt has set up my entire computer over here so that I can continue editing videos and responding to emails. I can't be sewing, I can't be making any new projects, but I can at least be editing, and I can also be embroidering. I brought both my entire Fantasia piece, you can see it right there, and I also brought my sashiko work, which I used to do while I was on movie sets, and so I haven't really been working on it much for like 6 months now. So it's giving me a chance to work on that again and maybe push that project towards being done. So yeah, we are very, very, very eager to be moved into a house, to get some routine back in our lives, to feel slightly stable, but ultimately it could be so much worse. I'll be back with an update when we get the keys, or if we find out officially that we're not getting the keys. One way or another, you'll hear from me.
One eternity later.
Yo, we closed. We got the key. We're done. It's finally over. Let's go on a tour, shall we? Here we are at the front doors on the inside and the foyer. We're gonna get these floors like refinished, but we're leaving them in this style because I feel like this is really cool and you don't see it a lot anymore. Right off the entry is the very long living room. Right now, this back half of it would have been the dining room, which is why there's a chandelier there. We're currently thinking we're going to make the whole thing into a living room and put the dining room in something that I will show you in a minute. So this is the first thing that we're having done to the house. It still has popcorn ceilings, and it was built at such a time that those could be full of asbestos. We don't know. We're not risking it either way, so we have people coming in to scrape the ceilings in the entire house and make them flat and less cancer causing. Yay! The next thing we're gonna have somebody come in and do is replace this floor and a couple of the other floors, replace the carpet with hardwood floors. This carpet is pretty old, it's pretty gross. You can see exactly where people have walked for the last, 40 years, which fair enough. So we figured we'll go ahead and get that out and put in wood floors before we move furniture in here, and it's a whole thing. It'll be easier to do it right at the beginning. And then sort of our last big thing that we want to do at the beginning as we're moving in here is overhead lighting. I am such a lighting person. I really need lights, and this house was built before putting candlelights or overhead lighting was really a thing in houses. So every single room we're hoping to add recessed lighting, candle lighting, whatever it is, so that each room can be thoroughly lit up, not lit up, at any time of day. Also, a whole lot of this house has this very old, vintagey looking wallpaper. Honestly, I think it's kind of pretty. It's all gonna go eventually because it's quite old. A lot of it is like peeling off in places, but it's really cool to see, and I think I'll like having it here for however many months it stays because it is pretty. As we move through the dining room, possibly living room in the future, we come to a beautiful little breakfast nook here. This window is one of those deep ones that you can put plants in, so that's super fun. This goes into our kitchen. It's quite beautiful. We've got the big window over the sink, which I absolutely love. Nice new refrigerator came with the house, so that's amazing. Going off the kitchen, we have this whole extended side of the house here, a door to the backyard, this whole laundry room. These also came with the house, so again, amazing. One less appliance we have to buy. We've got this big pantry right here. I mean, it's not really a pantry, it's just a closet, but we're gonna make it into a pantry. And then we have a full bathroom off to the side here. It's got a shower and everything. Then we have what is considered to be one of the bedrooms. This one, I'm not sure what they were using it for. We're probably gonna use it for a storage room right now because it's just kind of off to the side here by itself. Well, hello there. Good lookins. I'm not gonna take you to the garage, but it's on the other side of that wall, and that is where Matt is going to have his sound studio, his office, everything. We're converting the garage. Going back through the kitchen, we come to this second living room. Ooh, you can see the gray on the carpet in this lighting. Anyway, this room has these lovely doors opening to our backyard. Yes, there's a freaking enormous pool. It still has this super cute telephone desk. I love that so much. And then it has this massive stone fireplace on the corner. Like, what on earth? It's gorgeous. So this is the room that we're thinking about turning into the dining room, just because the layout of it with where the doors are, the fireplace, we can't really think of anything else to do with it. Any place you put like a sofa in here would just very much be in the way. There's really no place to put a TV that a sofa could face. So we're thinking make this the dining room, turn the other room into just one big living room. I don't know, that's our current plan. We'll see how that goes. And then we head down the hallway. Have I mentioned that this house is huge? It really is huge. First up, my future sewing room. Yup, this is it. I am stealing this guest bedroom For my sewing room, it has a door to the outside, which I love because I can leave that open for the puppy and let him come in and out while I'm working, which he loves to do. It has 2 closets in it. Again, love it. This one could store all of my over-the-top sewing stuff, like my not everyday clothes, the ball gowns and the costumes. And then this one could be my fabric storage because it's actually quite big. Love it. I have so many different ideas of what to do with this. I love that it has the big window that looks out into the backyard. I'd love to put some really nice flowers in the backyard out here. Hopefully put a hummingbird feeder here so I can look out and see the birds and see the flowers. It will be delightful. I'm very excited about this. Next up, we have the second bedroom over here. There are 5 bedrooms in this house. Yeah, it's freaking huge. This one already has the hardwood floor, which is amazing. I'm not sure why certain rooms got it and other ones didn't, but we shan't question it. This I'm thinking of turning into my office for now, and in my wildest dreams for the future, I want it to be like a library office, all of my books in here. I have insane plans for this room, like plans that may not ever come to fruition because they're probably too crazy. Yet another guest bedroom right here. This is the one that we're actually going to use as a guest bedroom. Just sort of your basic square room with a closet. Over here we have the guest bathroom, a decent size. It's got a tub, which currently leaks, so that's gonna have to get replaced. Yay! Some grand hall storage. Always love the hallway storage. Then we have the master bedroom. Hi, again. This has this really interesting vanity sink thing here when you walk in. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. It kind of feels unnecessary for me, but you know, we'll figure out what we want to do with it eventually. Over on this side, we have the master bathroom. The sinks are extremely low, and I'm not sure why that is, but it works. I'm gonna end up redoing this entire house at some point, but it's gonna take a lot of time. So I love that for now, they have these cute wallpapers and curtains and all of that, because these are gonna be staying for, you know, 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 2 years. I don't know. Master bedroom thankfully has the wooden floors in it, which we love. We have these amazing doors out onto the deck in the backyard. This deck is unfortunately gonna have to go because it has termite damage in it. So somebody's gonna come and rip this entire thing out. But we're hoping that sometime in the future, when our funds allow it, we can rebuild a new deck coming off of here, because I do love going out of the bedroom onto this deck, especially in the beautiful mornings here when it's nice and cool outside. Twill be amazing. Pretty basic in here, but we do have 2 closets. You've got sort of the traditional sliding closet here, which is a perfect size for Matt. He doesn't have a lot of clothing. And then I have a whole second closet. Yay! This one is a little bit bigger, or a lot a bit bigger. Full on walk-in, plenty of room for everything I sew to go in here. Love it. Hi, small boy. We definitely want to try to open up the backyard more, possibly just remove all of this and put in some grass. We want to put big cypress trees back here because you can see in from that other house and we don't love that. So just sort of as a privacy thing. The pool is freaking huge, y'all. We're gonna need to get our grass to come back to life because that is very dead right now. But I have little spots like right here. I'm hoping I can get some flowers in there. Back in the back edges here, I could add some stuff. We'll see. So obviously this house is quite big. It's absolutely beautiful. It has so much potential. A lot of the stuff that's really important, like the roof, the AC system, I think the windows have all been very recently replaced. So we've been saved a lot of renovation costs because of that. It's truly an amazing find. It's such an amazing gift from my in-laws, from Matt's parents, that we get to live in this place, that we get to alter it and renovate it and make it our own and make it beautiful. And I'm so excited to do that. It's gonna be a heck of a lot of fun. This is actually a place where we are planning to live for a significant amount of time. So we can really invest in it, invest our time, invest our money, and we can just settle in and finally feel comfortable and do things the way that we like them. And we have so much space to grow. We have so much space to expand both of our businesses. We both are basically working out of home. So it's amazing that we found a place where both of us have space to do that, and more so. Yeah, needless to say, I feel extremely privileged to get to call this house home. And despite the closing process being quite long and stressful, it is 100% worth the wait. I'm so excited to start renovating. I think I'm gonna do like one room at a time. It'll be a very interesting process, namely because Matt and I have very different opinions on interior design and style, so we'll see how we compromise through that. I 100% will be doing some home renovation and interior design projects. Hope you enjoy those. They'll be coming, I don't know when. Like I said, we still have 2 weeks before we can even move our belongings into this house and like spend the night here. 2 more weeks of living in the hotel. So I'm gonna wrap up this video here and we will see what happens. And also my arm is completely asleep from holding up this phone. Ow! I gotta stop filming on my phone. I don't have the arms for it. Oh, the AC turned off. Huzzah! Anyway, thank you so much for joining us on our moving journey so far with all of the ups and downs and mostly the chugga parts. It has been interesting, but I am so excited to move forward from here. Which is kind of funny because now, like, I have to go back to the hotel and just sit in a hotel for 2 weeks. So all of that excitement has to go like on the back burner, but I will see you next week with whatever project I decide to do during those 2 weeks. Bye! What's up with you? Why are you so weird? Ow. 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 Why?
Ow. Wow, okay.
Okay, I didn't mean literally throw.
No, it fell off my hand.
Oh, I'm already sweaty. I don't like it. Ow.
Looks like a spell book.
Ball. Ball. Ready? Ball. Bump. Ball. Ball. Can mommy have the ball?